Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Good morning. 9:03, Tuesday morning, the 25th day of February. CJ Nasello, it's our daily show. Good to see all of you. Man, my sinuses are just gone crazy all of a sudden. I just started sneezing out of nowhere, but we're going to get through this together. 47 degrees, life's looking good. It's going to be a nice warm day, and we got a great show for all of you. Comfort Cuisine joins us in just about 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes, and who's counting? And then I'm throwing this on Sydney. We haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks, and we need to do a blog talk, so she's going to join us at hopefully 10:30 if she's free, and we'll hopefully do blog talk. Other than that, it's you, me, and then the daily dose of local that hits you every morning between 9 and 11. Let's take you to top of the hour news now. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update every morning at 7:30, getting your daily dose of local news, sports, and statewide national news, along with events all at the touch of a button with around the Riverbend. A fatal accident occurred early Sunday morning at the Homestead Rest area along northbound Interstate 55 near Hamel, involving a pedestrian and a Ford F-150 truck pulling a trailer. Illinois State Police Troop 8 responded to the scene at approximately 2:29 a.m. Reports indicate that a 66-year-old male pedestrian from Oklahoma was standing outside the Ford F-150 working on the vehicle when it began to move forward, striking him. Emergency responders pronounced the man deceased at the scene. The investigation into the incident is ongoing with no further information currently available. And also in the news today, Bryce Andrews was found guilty on all 8 charges related to the brutal homicides of his adopted father and his father's husband. Judge Neil Schroeder delivered the verdict on February the 24th after a trial focused on the tragic events on February the 1st, 2021. Andrews faced serious charges, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. While the judge recognized Andrews' mental health issues, the determination will not influence the upcoming sentencing, which carries a mandatory life sentence due to the dual convictions. Prosecutors emphasize the betrayal of love shown to Andrews while the community mourns the loss of Robert and Leonard. Also in the news today, Alton's Committee of the Whole postponed a vote on negotiating a $27 million mixed-income rental housing project known as the Lovejoy Project after public feedback and discussion. Alderman from the 7th Ward, David Gann, proposed referring the resolution to the city's Plan Commission for further evaluation. Development firm McCormack, Barron, Salazar clarified details surrounding the project, emphasizing that 90% of the 70 units would be market rate, with rents starting from $790 to $1,060 a month. Critics, including mayoral candidate Brant Walker, expressed concerns over Alton's existing rental housing and project timing. No funding was allocated in this resolution, which would allow negotiations for a redevelopment agreement subject to city council approval, but the resolution referred to the city's Plan Commission for further evaluation. Also in the news, in a recent meeting with the North Alton Godfrey Business Council, Madison County Chief Deputy Sheriff Marcus Polito outlined the operations of the Sheriff's Office and its collaboration with local police departments. With nearly 700 square miles under its jurisdiction and a population of approximately 260,000 people, Polito highlighted the challenges of serving both urban and rural areas. The Sheriff's Office maintains full-time presences in Godfrey, providing 24/7 coverage. The Sheriff's Chief Deputy also emphasized the importance of community engagement and authentic communication, reflecting on his commitment to transparency in law enforcement. You can be a part of the North Alton Godfrey business meetings and the speaker discussions by going to North Alton Godfrey Business Council's website. At 9:07, finally in the news today, a Jerseyville man, 21, Trevor A. Gettings, is now facing multiple charges after allegedly attacking two individuals, including an elderly person. On February the 19th, Gettings was charged with aggravated battery and domestic battery following this incident where he reportedly struck a 60-year-old victim multiple times in the head and body. Additionally, he is accused of hitting another victim in the face. A petition has been filed to deny his pretrial release due to his history of domestic violence and substance abuse, citing an escalation in his violent behavior. Gettings currently remains in custody. Let's take a look at weather. It's 46 degrees out there, and it feels like 48. Humidity at 72%. Today, mostly sunny and mild, and tonight, mainly clear. Then it'll become cloudy. Other than that, things are looking pretty good. Air quality is at 60 today, so things are going to get a little bit, elevated for folks with the allergies and all that good stuff going around. Temperatures will reach 61 today, drop down to 39 overnight. We will see a lot of sun today. On Wednesday, we'll get a little bit of rain, partly sunny skies, a high of 57 and a low of 33 degrees. And on Thursday, partly sunny skies, a high of 53, a low of 27 degrees. And then on Friday, the 28th of February, no leap year this year, a high of 61 and a low of 36 with sun in the sky. And on Saturday, the first day of March, a high of 52 and a low of 28 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now at 9:09. It's 46 degrees in downtown Alton. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. Alrighty, let me fill you in on Carver's, because what goes better with warm weather and barbecue? Nothing. Thank you for answering that for me. You know, at Carver's Barbecue, you're not just getting award-winning barbecue. You're getting to be a part of really just the community. I love the fact that Carver's does so much more throughout the week with some live music like the Carver's Jams, which is coming down the pipeline on Wednesday, where you'll get to hang out, listen to some great music, eat some great food, and then go put $20 in their machines, and hopefully you win $150, $200, or just walk out with $12.99 and call it a good old day. You know, you don't just have to stop into Carver's. You can also order online by going to carversbbq.com. That's carversbbq.com. And don't just order for yourself. Cater it. What are you doing? I mean, come on, make the whole family happy here. If you got that big event coming down the pipeline, whether or not it's the big holidays like Easter, 4th of July, you name it, or you just got a big birthday party, a big celebration for your family, or you just want to do something nice, Carver's will cater it. And I'm telling you what, once you start using them to cater, you'll never cook for yourself again. Call 618-467-9999 for Carver's Barbecue. Remember when Mike Shannon used to say that that's another $99.99 for Cardinals Care? Well, now it's not for Cardinals Care. It's for Carver's Barbecue. 618-467-9999 or carversbbq.com. Don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. All righty, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more Daily Show on this Tuesday morning next.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I wanna be high, so high. I wanna be free to know the things I do are right. I wanna be free.
From memory.
It's spelled just like it sounds.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you, CJ?
Hanging in there. You know, we were talking, my allergies are kind of wonky, but we're getting through it, you know. I feel like it's a pain and suffering day for the boss man for pay day. When pay time comes around, this is like my pain and suffering money.
Yeah.
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 Probably not going to happen.
And the weather's turned off nice. Right?
Yeah, right? Well, it's a great week to start getting out again and really start making our lives a little bit easier so we can stop by Comfort Cuisine and then already have all that prep time eliminated, eat a good meal, and then use that time to go for a walk.
Absolutely. You know, and kids are doing after school activities and, you know, everybody's busy, busy, busy. So this is a good way to just get an easy home cooked meal.
Well, and now you've been in business a full year?
Yeah, almost a year and a half now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's what I thought. And now how has that year and a half been?
It's been great. It's been a lot of learning curves, you know, just trying to figure things out. But I feel like I've finally kind of honed in on my target customer base and, you know, what they like, what they don't like, you know, so I'm really focusing on the tried and true favorites these days.
Really cool. And now for the folks who maybe haven't stopped in yet, take us through a little bit of what Comfort Cuisine has to offer and, you know, some of the really great menu options that are available too.
Sure. So my concept is it's all takeaway. So I prepare everything, package it, and sell it refrigerated for you to come take home and heat and eat. I like to think of it as a better alternative than, you know, a drive-through fast food option. and my menu changes every week. I focus on comfort food, as the name implies. So it's, it changes. Like, a couple weeks ago it was meatloaf, and this week it's chicken a la king. And, so I'm focusing on comfort food. I've recently added a couple of new menu items, which I'm really excited about.
I know that you were telling me too about this breakfast takeaway option.
Right. So I decided, breakfast is something that a lot of people will skip. I know I do.
Yeah, and my thing is it just takes too long for me in the morning because I want to have a good, bacon and eggs and all that, but it's just timing.
Right. So keeping with my concept, which is takeaway, heat and eat type food, my breakfast items, for instance, this week it's a pulled pork breakfast burrito.
Oh, wow.
So it's pulled pork and eggs and potatoes and what else did I put in there? Cheese, of course. And then I make a homemade salsa and serve it with the salsa on the side. So you can just grab it, take it with you to work tomorrow morning, and heat it up in the microwave, and you've got a nice, hearty breakfast.
Well, and like you said, it's so much, better than going and getting that, I hate to say it, but that hash brown that's probably been sitting in the freezer for 4 months. And,
right.
It's good, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And, but this is what I like is you really put this love and care into your meals to where, you're getting that home kind of cooked nostalgia when you're eating this, plus you're getting all this good nutrients too, so you're starting your day off well.
Well, I hope so. One of my goals is to evoke food memories. And, chicken a la king this week, in fact, I had somebody come in yesterday and they said, when they were a child, they hadn't had it since they were a child, and when they were, they'd ask their mother, what's for dinner tonight? And mom would always say, chicken a la king, and so I hope that I evoke some good food memories as well.
Well, and on top of that, has your breakfast started? Your breakfast options, are they out there now?
Yes, yeah. So this week I have the pulled pork burrito. I also am doing a tropical overnight oats parfait.
Really cool.
Yeah. So that one's of course cold, but it's an easy and somewhat healthier maybe option than the pulled pork burrito.
But, honestly, what I think's great is the fact that it's really affordable, too. Because, so many times, especially if you go to, these fast food restaurants, unless you have their app, you're going to be paying a lot of money for this really bad food. I went to Hardee's, just a Star Burger was $9.
Yeah.
That's insane. Why would I do that if I could just go and, for breakfast, pay cheaper, and then for lunch and dinner, you're paying right around the same price for a good meal? Yeah,
I try to keep the price point reasonable. As a business owner, you're walking that fine line, right? But I always kind of ask myself, and my husband and I have several conversations about, what do you think about this? Would you pay this for something? So, the goal is to try to keep the price point at a reasonable place.
Well, and just like this, if you go and you guys can see this by going to comfortcuisine.biz, you can see, right here, their breakfast. Oh, let me zoom in. My eyes are getting really bad now, Lori. I'm getting old. $7.50 for a pulled pork breakfast burrito. That's actually a really affordable breakfast because to me, that's a restaurant-style breakfast. And if you go to a restaurant, you aren't paying $7.50 for that. Or I wouldn't expect to.
I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't expect to. I'd expect like $12 just because of all the you add the soda on and all that good stuff. So I think it's right in there.
Sure,
it really is
good.
And then $3.50 for overnight oats is great.
Yeah, it's a 12 ounce. It's a 12 ounce serving. So it's. I had one, and I actually split it between two breakfasts because it was more than I could eat in one. But
how about that?
Yeah.
Well, and now too, I saw this week you have the hot pulled pork sandwich. You're serving hot sandwiches now.
Well, I'm giving it a try. I've historically always been, my lunch boxes were always cold sandwiches.
Right.
But I wanted to give a hot sandwich a try. I still have a cold sandwich option, but it kind of played into the whole pulled pork burrito concept too. So. I've slow roasted some pork roasts and seasoned it up. I'm going to give a plug to some local natives here, Alton natives who've since relocated to Hawaii, but I use their spices to season my roast, and that's a Papaya Spice Company.
Oh, wow.
And so I have a stock of that at the store. I sell it at the store. I also use it in a lot of my recipes, but I season the pork with that and then toss it with just a little bit of barbecue sauce and serve it with sauce and bread and butter pickles on the side.
Really cool. Well, and see, this is what I think's great is the fact that you're always trying something new too, and see if it works. If not, great. If it does, then even better.
Right. Well, I'll have to tell you, the pulled pork has been pretty popular.
Has it?
Yeah.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And that makes me a little nervous because there's a lot of really good barbecue places here in towns, right?
That's true.
So, but it has been popular. In fact, I'll be putting another pork roast in to cook today because
there you go.
I don't want to run out.
Does it affect your prep time when you have to start worrying about the hot items a little bit?
No, not really.
Interesting. Yeah,
I feel like I've gotten into a really good, efficient routine. So Tuesday I can do some extra cooking, and it doesn't. It's just fine.
And then you have a side option too, correct?
Yes. Yeah. All the lunch boxes come with your choice of a side as well as a taste of our desserts of the week. So my sides, I always have potato chips, and then I do some type of side salad. This week happens to be coleslaw,
nice.
Which goes great with pulled pork.
It
right?
really does. That's kind of the side with the pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah, I think so too. And then choice of my desserts this week, I have carrot cake. Mm-hmm. That is my aunt's recipe
That's cool.
Yeah, she's made that since we were children, and it's, again, those food memories for me. The carrot cake is it. I also have the peach crumb bar,
which is right here in my hand. I'm not going to tip it over, but I will be trying that here shortly.
All right.
That looks fantastic.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. So with the lunch boxes, I do just a taste. Just a piece of what you have there that comes with the lunchbox.
This is so cool. And with that being said, you can also order ahead as well and see and really get some items that are off this week's menu that maybe are not on this week's menu, but different items that you wouldn't see on this week's menu. Correct?
Yeah. So I always have. First of all, I always have things in the freezer. So items that can be frozen that didn't sell all of them. I didn't sell all of them in previous weeks. I will put into the freezer and I'll discount them. I do have some items that I've marked even further down from the normal 10% discount. I've marked down to 25% off.
Oh, wow.
So I have several items that are 25% off in the freezer. And also I do pre-orders. So I think I see you're on the pre-order page. So I'm always taking orders for what I'm going to be serving next week. And I always give a 10% discount on any pre-orders. I'm really excited about next week's menu, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, this is where I think it's fun because next week, you get really into the seasonal items.
Yeah, I love the holidays. So next week is Mardi Gras, right? Mm-hmm. So or Fat Tuesday, and so I'm.
It's about time. This was a really late Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I think so too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is a type of food that I love to cook. I love to eat it, and so I'm really excited about the gumbo and the red beans and rice that I'm making for next week.
Well, it looks really great. And this is what you all were seeing on the screen here with me is just a little bit of that next week where you have the red beans and rice, your gumbo, your Cajun potatoes. This just looks fantastic. It really does just look good. So, how long does it take for you to kind of curate everything? Is it just, do you kind of get spurts of creativity, or is it just kind of something that you set aside time for and really try to just plan for an hour or two?
Well, one thing you may not know about me is I'm always thinking about food. I wake up thinking about what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight, right? So it's kind of a natural thing for me. If I have a few minutes or I'm online and I see a recipe or I see something on a television show that inspires me, I will just start looking it up and going, ooh, I think I want to make that. That's going to go on the menu. When am I going to do it? Now, I do try to think about, I don't want to serve chicken 2 weeks in a row, or I don't want to serve beef. I want to try to mix it up. I try not to serve all pasta because I could easily cook pasta every week. So, there's...
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
There's a lot of kind of always in the back of my mind, things going on, thinking about the menus. But it's actually pretty easy for me to come up with stuff.
That's real. It has, and over the last year and a half, has there been a way that you've changed maybe the way that you prepare food just because of the learning curve of, being hands-on with this, a couple of, over 12 months in?
Well, I think the biggest thing is learning how to scale it up.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. Are you seeing a bigger intake of your clientele?
Yeah, and I'm actually seeing, most recently too, I've seen a really big uptick in people looking at my Facebook page, talking, there's chatter on Facebook about the business. I've seen several new faces come in the shop, and they're like, oh, I've seen you on Facebook, or, I've heard about you and just want to come in and see what it's all about. Really cool. And, with that comes, I'm sure, the time to cook more. I do this. I do this because I love to do this. I've always wanted to do this, but I also am very cognizant of trying to keep that work-life balance. Right. And so I really try to carve out at least one day, maybe a day and a half a week, where I'm really not thinking about the business. So I have time to add to the business if it were to grow. Mm-hmm. But I really want to keep my free time. I'm looking forward to golf this spring, actually.
I can hear, Yeah. But it's really good for people to know too that, at Comfort Cuisine, you're for every aspect of the family, because you also make, treats for dogs that are very healthy and really nutritious for them too. Yeah. That's because I have a couple of pups of my own. So, I have to take care of the puppies, and the dog treats are definitely something that I make on my own. I try to make sure that they're good, healthy options for the pups. And what are in them, just so maybe for the folks that are wanting to stop by and grab some, what are the ingredients that you use? Well, I try to use either unbleached or whole wheat flour. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a big thing. I believe this week, currently it's apple cinnamon. Yeah. So those, it's really applesauce and cinnamon and honey and flour. So all things that are just perfect for your dog. Actually good for them too, Oh, I think there's dried apples too. Yeah. So it's good. My dogs love them. That's awesome. Well, there's your testament. Well, and see, that's what I think's unique, because every once in a while, like BarkBox will send me, something that's, a dog cookie, and it's like, well, that's great, but that's been stale for 3 months, so I don't know if he's going to be able to have that. So to have something that's, fresh baked and really, cool, that's great for me too. Yeah, I alternate between the apple cinnamon, and there's a pumpkin one that I like to do as well. So when I run out of the apple, I'll switch it up to pumpkin. So how good's the steak and mushroom soup? Oh, well, I only have 1 quart of it left, CJ, so that tells you how good it is. Well, this is just fantastic. Now, what's your Monte Cristo hand pie? I've never had one of those before. So Monte Cristo is typically it's ham, turkey, cheddar, and Swiss cheese, and I put it in a puff pastry shell. So I pile that inside of a puff pastry shell along with raspberry jam, which really cool. Sounds odd, but it's so good. It gives a really nice sweet element to it. Bake it. So it's it's a hand pie, so you can take it, get it today, I would recommend putting it in your toaster oven or your air fryer, because it's going to crisp up and really be good. But like a Hot Pocket. It's a but it's like a fancier Hot Pocket. Cool. Better for you, Hot Pocket. One that's actually going to be the right temperature all the way through. I hope, I always hated those darn Hot Pockets. It's like one of them's freezing cold, and the next bite your mouth is on fire and scalding. You get the cheese that goes down your chin. The 3rd degree burn mark. Exactly. Well, can we order online, or do we have to order or pay in store? So you can, for this, what I have on this week's menu, I am not taking orders online. Okay, gotcha. But you can call me, you can text me, you can just stop in the store, and whatever I have available, it's fair game. Like I said, when I run out, like I have 1 quart of the steak and mushroom soup, and I don't really plan to make more of that, because typically if I make it late in the week, it winds up in the freezer, right? But everything that's pre-order and in the freezer, you can order online. So if you
order something on the pre-order menu today, you'll pick it up next week, one of my business days, one of the days I'm open.
Really cool. You got a moment to stick around?
I sure do.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Lori and Comfort Cuisine with more right after this on RiverBender.com.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I know just where I stand. Another serenader and another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game and you forget my name.
Welcome back. 9:34. A little bit of change. People are busy today. I'm telling you what, the last couple of days, people are getting, the weather's warming up. You know, once it gets warmer outside, people get back to work. They start getting active again.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, we've had it so cold for so long.
Well, you know, you also, on top of, you know, Comfort Cuisine and everything else, you really do love food, and you talk about it all the time on a podcast.
Definitely. I do.
Fill me in on it.
That's one of my latest projects. A good friend and I have decided, we've talked for a long time about doing a podcast. And so we've put this together. The podcast is called A Seasoned Friendship, and it's myself and my good friend Robert Myers-Lucier. And we just kind of got this off the ground, but we're very excited. We've done an intro podcast, right? Just kind of, hey, here's what we're about. Here's who we are. We've focused on our first real episode on one that is hot dishes and casseroles. Our latest one was spicy recipes.
Is this the one that I'm on right now?
Yeah, I think you're on a recipe page, perhaps.
It's from one of your.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. It is the heat and flavor.
I like the way you lay it out. That's cool.
Thank
so
you.
you have the blog, the episode, and then you have the recipes that are discussed in this one.
Absolutely, and we went a little crazy with this last one. We had several recipes.
How cool, though. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow.
We love to talk about food. We could get on the phone and talk for a couple of hours. So one of us said, "Oh, this would be a good podcast." So we decided to put it together.
Well, and you also assemble more material for people to explore, and that's really unique too. I think that's awesome that you go above and beyond like that. It's not just a podcast. I mean, the blog's cool, but the fact that you do the recipes is really awesome. I mean, that's kind of a full picture right there.
Yeah. Well, Bob and I have very similar backgrounds in that we both have been and are trainers, and so to educate people, it kind of comes naturally. And like all of the additional materials from last podcast I give all full credit to Bob on that because he pulled all that together.
Really cool. How long is each episode normally?
We try to stick around 30 minutes, but the last one we got a little long-winded and we were more like 45 minutes.
That's cool.
We want to keep it between 30 and 45.
Really awesome. Well, and then on top of that too, not just with the menu and the next week options where you can pre-order ahead of time, and then this week's menu where you can go in to the store and pick it up or reach out and arrange it. But you also do catered comfort, where you do catered desserts, correct?
Right. Well, catered comfort, I call it comfort food for a crowd, and it's just over the Christmas holidays, I offered certain desserts, and they really seem to resonate with people. But pretty much any dessert that I have on my menu that you've had and you say, ooh, we've got a party coming up and I'd like to have a full pan of that, reach out to me because I can make a custom dessert for a party. I also like to do small dinner parties. Usually it's like an entree, a salad, and possibly a dessert. Small dinner parties, focus on small because I'm one person. So
right.
Right.
But what do you think? Like up to 20?
Yeah. I think up to 20. I did something for 100 recently, and I learned that maybe was a little too much. So. Yeah,
I could easily see that. 100 is a lot of people to cook for.
Yeah, and I have a very small place, and I have limited storage, right? So you kind of have to think in terms of the correct scale.
Well, and before you said that you kind of have figured out your group now, your crew of who do you think if maybe someone hasn't gone by your storefront yet, who do you think really fits the mold that you're trying to service here?
Well, I want everybody to come
Right,
in.
that's a good answer. I was waiting for that one.
But, I see a lot of busy families, right, that are, they're just on the go, right? And this is an easy meal. I see a lot of people who just simply don't like to cook.
Right.
Or don't have time to cook.
Or, I was even thinking, because for me, it's like, well, why would I go to Schnucks and spend $20 on a meal for one? Because no matter what you get, by the time you get the meat option and you get a side option, you're going to spend easily $15 to $20 on that when I could just already have it cooked with the same type of food that I'd like from you.
Right. Well, thank you. Yes.
That's kind of my point. For single people, why wouldn't you do that? Because there's not really a good singles option when you're trying for affordability anymore when you're grocery shopping.
And my entrees are generally 2 moderate servings or 1 large. So you could potentially
a lunch
have
the next day? Or?
You could have dinner, you throw together a salad, eat half of it, and then take the rest for lunch the next day.
That's really cool. See, that's exactly what it really does serve a lot of purposes, and it's just it's not fast food, but it really is in a way, because by the time you get home and put it in the whatever reheating device you want to use, you're done within 10 minutes at most.
Yeah. I would always recommend that you reheat in an oven.
Yeah.
But I put everything. Most weeks I put everything in a microwavable container. So, to help facilitate.
How long's the reheat times normally in the oven?
Well, I would say anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad still.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about the prep time or a messy kitchen.
Exactly.
Winner for me. With that being said, what do you hope to do with Comfort Cuisine the next year, next couple of months? Anything on your mind?
I want to expand keep offering the breakfast items, keep working on the hot sandwich. If the hot sandwiches take off, I could be convinced to put in a sandwich press, and doing some hot sandwiches.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I have several. My husband's been pushing for that for months.
Keep pushing. I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Yeah. So, it's a little outside of my business model, right? Because everything is refrigerated. But I think that especially with the warmer months, I see a lot more people downtown, and people are looking for something that they can just take, maybe go sit down at the Lincoln Douglas Square and have a nice little picnic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and when do you guys do your podcast? When do they normally? Is it just when you all are available too, or?
Right now we're doing one. We're trying to do one a month.
Okay.
We're scheduling them to where we record about mid-month, and then they come out about a week later, because there's I'm sure there's a lot of editing, and there's the website that has to get updated and everything else. So try to get it out once a month, but we just talked yesterday about maybe doing more than one a month.
That'd be cool. I mean, honestly, what you're doing is great. I love it. I'm a big fan. I always tell people I love to see the effort in it, because if it's good for all of us, and this is great for all of us, especially if you give us recipes and not the Google ones, because, man, those are tough. I used to think that's where you go get recipes, but it's a nightmare, because you go on there and then you're inundated with 55 ads just to find out how much time you need to preheat the oven for,
Yes, yeah.
Those
and
blogs are brutal.
You have to sift through, so many recipes to find a good one.
Yeah, 100%. Or you can just stop by Comfort Cuisine and not worry about all that. It's done.
Yeah.
Taken care of. And now with Mardi Gras next week, fill us in on your specialties or your menu items next week for the holiday.
So I'm doing gumbo yaya, and that's essentially a chicken and sausage gumbo served with rice. I have a vegetarian option, because I always try to do a vegetarian option on my menu, and that is the red beans and rice this coming week. My breakfast items, I'm doing what I'm calling a heat and eat hearty breakfast, which is going to be a sausage breakfast casserole with a side of hash brown casserole.
Oh, wow.
As well as a mixed berry baked oatmeal. My soup is Cajun potato soup. And my lunch boxes, I'm doing a muffaletta, which is very, very Mardi Gras, with a smoky potato
What's
salad.
What's a muffaletta? I just got to let the cat out of it. Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
So a muffaletta.
I try to nod and listen a lot of the time, but this one I'm curious.
This one I do ham, roast beef, and pepperoni. I'm going from memory here, with provolone cheese. But the thing that makes it really, really good is there's an olive salad. So it's a zippy olive salad that goes on it, and it's piled high on a bun. I'm going to put it on a ciabatta bun. That
sounds awesome.
It's one of my favorite sandwiches.
I am in. 100% in.
Come by.
Oh, man. All righty. Well, you better stop by. You can go to comfortcuisine.biz, correct?
Correct.
Or you can just stop by the storefront. What's the physical?
4 East Broadway.
And then what are your hours?
Monday, Tuesday, 11 to 6. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 3.
Really awesome. Well, I'll see you there at Comfort Cuisine. That is just a great opportunity, too.
Yeah, thanks.
And get your doggos treats there, too, and make them really happy. But see, then you're going to spoil them, though. So you got to kind of do that with moderation, I'm sure.
My dogs are very spoiled.
I'm sure. Right. We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Tuesday morning. Comes back right after this on RiverBender.
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Art. I'm scared we have to death. Open up the window, sucker. Let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to happen.
10:35, welcome back. Thursday morning continues on Riverbender Roku TV with Jen and Infuse Wellness. The grand opening set. Couple of days away. We're getting close. How are you feeling?
Good, excited. Thanks for having me.
Well, and I'm really excited to have you in studio. Kathy was filling me in a little bit more about what Infuse is all about. Now, you know, grand opening in a week, literally
Correct.
1 week.
1 week, yeah.
Are the nerves there, or are you just excited more than anything?
A little of both. Definitely excited. It's been a long time in the planning, so we're very excited to share it with everyone.
Well, take me through your background a little bit. What led to Infuse?
Yeah, so I am a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for 22 or maybe 23 years now. And I was in the hospital for about 20 years, and actually lost my job during COVID, crazy enough.
Really?
Yeah, I was a manager, and they were eliminating positions because the hospitals weren't making money during COVID.
Wow.
So, but it gave me the push I needed to decide I didn't want to be in the hospital anymore, and got really interested in health and wellness, and started Infuse. It was just myself and my medical director doing IV hydration. We offered mobile, so we went to people's house, their office, and then it quickly grew, added more services. We offer medical weight loss, which has been huge. And then we started in the aesthetic world as well. And we had 2 rooms that we were renting at another local spa, and quickly outgrew that. And we have just moved into an 1,800 square foot space. We have 7 treatment rooms and an IV lounge, and we're just super excited to be there.
This is so cool. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there, breaking the fourth wall for the audience. I have a lot. I'm like a Honda Accord. I got a lot of city miles on me the last couple of weeks. Should I be getting an IV? Because I feel like I am just exhausted all the time. I am dehydrated. I feel like I could drink a gallon of water and I'm still drinking more water, you know, or I'm still thirsty. What is the proper, I mean, what would be the way to rejuvenate? Because I've heard from so many people that these IV treatments are just like out of this world, mind blowing.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And I think everyone can benefit from them.
We should have done one live. I would have done it.
Yeah, totally. I'm down. But it's good. I mean, nobody drinks enough water these days. So, but not only the hydration, you're getting your vitamins right into your bloodstream. So the benefit of that is that when you're taking oral, by the time they get broken down in your GI system, you probably only get about 7 to 14% what we call bioavailable, or what your body actually uses. When you get it through an IV, you get over 90%.
Wow.
So it can help with energy, immunity, anti-aging. We even have a hangover one that's pretty popular.
I'll be needing that soon.
Yeah. It's become definitely more people are proactive with their health. Just like you said, we don't have enough energy. We don't drink enough water. And
Well, I'll be honest with you. I started seeing them talked about just on national, like little, smaller podcasts. Then Rogan finally started talking about these IV trips he was doing after nights of party. And I started going, is that safe? And then I started looking into it and I'm going, man, this is for me, because it seems like these also help, don't they, for people that have like seasonal depression and different things like that too, correct?
Absolutely. It definitely can benefit for that.
Oh, I love this.
It is very safe, but you do want to make sure that wherever you're going to get your infusion, that you're going to a medical provider. We also have a medical director, and all of our clients see one of our nurse practitioners to make sure they're safe and effective for them before we actually do treatment for them.
How do I know what's right for me? What type of IV treatment?
So you can definitely ask us, like we would guide you through that process and what your goals are, what you're looking for. There's different types of ingredients that help for different things. So depending on what your biggest goal or thing that you need help with, we can recommend for you.
I'm in for like 2 days. Like, can I get 4 of these? And I'm serious.
Start with one.
I mean, this is incredible. So, question though for you is, I'm on your website. We'll take people there now. It's infusewellness.com, and this is /IV drips. But I just looking through it. See, is there some catch-all categories where maybe I'm new to this, I don't know what I necessarily need?
Yeah.
Is there a generalized, let's get your levels back up to balance?
Absolutely. We recommend the Myers cocktail. That's the most popular. That one has a blend of vitamins that is good for energy, immunity, and hydration. So if you've never done one before, that's the one we usually recommend, and that usually gives people a nice little pep in their step, and they come back wanting more.
How often should you be going to get an IV treatment?
Sure. It just really depends on the person. It's safe to do weekly. We have some clients who like them weekly. Most people don't need them weekly.
Yeah.
An average about once a month is good. Personally, that's when I do mine. I start noticing I'm dragging a little.
Yeah.
It's time for my IV for the month.
I'm serious. Like, I'm in. I am 100% in on this. And it goes back to the bigger point, and this is something we hit on all the time, is so many times you see on Facebook I kind of am taking a shot, I shouldn't lie, but you see it on Google too, where you go, IV treatments near me, and it's somebody that's not licensed that maybe took an online course and got certified from who knows where and who knows what. And it's a very dangerous, problematic issue that could lead to very serious situations. Yes. How important is it to, like, going to an infused wellness where, you have someone who's been in the medical field as a nurse, who is licensed, who knows what they're doing? I mean, to me, it seems like that is a priceless part of what you guys offer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, safety is one of our highest standards. And like I said, all of our clients visit with one of our nurse practitioners first, just to make sure that it truly is safe for them. And we do individualized orders for that patient. So we tailor the treatment specifically to them, because our goal is to provide personalized care and amazing results. And we want you to look and feel your best from the inside out.
I'm serious. I've never been so sold on getting this stuff. Like, I'm ready to take off work today and see if I can get fit in. Now, question, how does scheduling work for Infuse?
So we do have online scheduling available.
Oh, you're great.
So, or you can call or text our business line as well, and we'd be happy to help you get scheduled.
Well, and it doesn't just start and end at IV drips. I mean, there's so much more. This medical weight loss is really a fascinating topic, too. I was over in St. Louis radio, and we had a client that I always called it a little bit of snake oil because I didn't know what was going on, But we had a couple of people that were hosts that were a part of this program, and some it worked for brilliantly, and some others it didn't work for. Now I question the diet of the ones it didn't work for, because there's a twofold approach in that. Take me through what you guys do with your medical weight loss.
Yeah, absolutely. So we use semaglutide, which is very well known. Ozempic and Wegovy are the brand names. Now we use the compounded version, which is like a generic version. It does work. It's great. It suppresses appetite. But just as you said, it's not magic. So clients have to do their part. And those that follow that with a diet and exercise and healthy lifestyle are the ones who are going to get the best results and the long-term results that they're after.
I am so, this is just incredible. You're doing an awesome job.
Oh, thanks.
This is your first interview?
I think so.
Radio
yeah.
hour? Good for you. 10:43. Can you stay around for a quick
Absolutely.
break? I got to pay my last bill of this Thursday. It is a whopping 9 degrees out there. 10:42. We'll come back with more on Infuse Wellness right after this on Riverbender and Roku TV.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Break and I gotta live it up. Oh yeah, well I swear that
10:46. Welcome back to this Thursday morning. Back with Jen and Infuse Wellness. Alrighty, back to more that you all offer. So let's talk aesthetics here real quick. And, well, not real quick. Let's talk about all the things you all offer over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a range of aesthetic treatments. You can get the traditional Botox and filler, and then we have a lot of regenerative aesthetic medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are now going for something a more natural approach, which is definitely what we love. I mean, we have things like microneedling that stimulates collagen production. We even have PRP, which we actually draw your blood, spin it down and get your plasma that has your platelets in it.
Mm-hmm.
And your platelets have amazing growth factors in them that's wonderful for your skin. So we can use that topically. We can also inject that into the scalp. So it helps with restoration, hair restoration.
Mm-hmm.
It's truly amazing the things we can do now.
Well, and on top of that, too, when you see someone coming in, you know, what is really the most common procedure, most common practice that folks are looking to accomplish?
Yeah, well, I would say most people, I mean, nobody wants to look old, right? We don't want wrinkles. We don't want volume loss. But so we're fighting aging with every step of the way. But first and foremost, we have to look at their skin and make sure that their skin is healthy. Yeah. So we do offer a great line of skincare called ZO Skin Health, and it's done amazing things for people because it's one of those things. It's like going to the dentist. You want to come and get your procedures for your face, but you also need to take care of it every day because it's like going to the dentist and never brushing your teeth if you don't do that at-home care too.
Right. Well, and on top of that, IM injections. So I'm not sure if I could ask you during the break. I didn't even know what it meant, but I was in. I believe in it.
Sign me up.
So take me through. Is this a newer trend that you're seeing, or is this something that's been long-standing?
Oh, it's been long-standing. So IM just means intramuscular. So we do that. It's a shot either in your shoulder or your hip. It's better for if it's just a quick fix. If you don't have time for an IV, you can come in and get a shot of B12. And it seems to last pretty long for you too.
Yeah. And who's the normal fit, the normal demo for an IM inject? What is that crowd normally?
Everyone.
Really?
Everyone.
This is so cool. Okay, I'm in. So is that kind of the beauty of an infused wellness too, is that you guys really do cater to all walks of life, no matter the age?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have something that everybody could benefit from.
So cool. Take me through the team a little bit.
Yeah, so we had a very small team in the beginning, and we have grown even recently much more. We don't even have all of my team updated on the website now, but we started with just myself and a medical director, and we're now up to, I think, a team of 8. So we have a couple nurses that are amazing. We have just hired somebody for our front desk who is doing awesome. And then we have some lovely estheticians there as well, and our nurse injectors. So it's an amazing team. We have a great culture. We love working together, and we love serving the clients.
I love this. This is so cool. And whether or not you're going for your immunity booster or weight loss or skinny shot, vitamin B12 or vitamin D, those IM treatments are there and injections. And also on the flip side, it seems like with your team, getting back into them, it seems like everyone's really passionate about this too. They really do live this way of life.
For sure, they do. And that's when I interview anyone, I'm really looking for that culture fit. I want them to be passionate about it and enjoy it, because then that just comes across to clients. They don't want to talk to somebody who's not actually interested in what they're offering. So when you're passionate about it, it's so easy to talk about.
Well, and your prices are very affordable for this, because it used to be a couple of weeks or years ago, it was like, I don't know if I can do that. It's a great idea, but it's a once in a year type of opportunity for some, or once, maybe twice a year. Now, I mean, every single thing is pretty affordable for people.
We try to get our pricing so that they are at an affordable price for most people. Some of the aesthetic procedures can get a little bit more expensive, but we do offer financing as well. So if the client wants to do that route, we can do that as well.
This is so cool. And what's red light therapy?
Oh my gosh, red light therapy is so exciting. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah, so we actually just got our red light therapy bed in yesterday. It looks like a tanning bed, but it has red lights. And if you don't know about red lights, there's so many health benefits for that. Mm-hmm. It helps with weight loss. It helps with inflammation. It helps with chronic pain. It helps with hair restoration, neuropathies. I mean, you name it.
Really?
Yes, it is truly amazing. And you just lie in the bed for 15 minutes. It's nice and warm and cozy, and get your treatment.
How was getting into this? The grand opening of this location coming up in 7 days.
Yes.
How are we going to celebrate it?
Oh, we got a big celebration ready to go. We're going to have some drinks and food. We're doing a ribbon cutting at 4. We're going to have lots of great sales and specials.
Really cool.
And some giveaways, some door prizes, a grand prize. So you definitely don't want to miss it.
Really, really cool. What is going on here? I don't know what we're doing, but we got a lot of emails today, and
all right.
So people are listening to it.
That's
great. So what's the best way to book? I mean, are you guys booking a couple of weeks out? What's that kind of look like right now for folks?
I mean, it depends on the treatment, but we can usually get people in that week, and we try our best to get them in same day if we can.
Really cool.
I have some nurses who are hard workers, so if they're coming in for a shot, we will get them in. Some of the aesthetic treatments with the estheticians, we want to make sure everybody's nice and relaxed, so it may be a little bit longer, but we will definitely work on getting them in.
So I'm getting ready to book my appointment with you. What would you recommend for CJ?
So I think you definitely should go with some Botox and filler. No, I'm just Just kidding. You need the Myers cocktail.
That was great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be booking. I'm going to go up and see. I need this. I've been wanting to try this for so long, and I think it'd be great to showcase with people on the show. You know, we go
love
up,
that.
I'll bring we'll film it somehow, and we'll show people it's great.
We got a great Ivy lounge. Our recliners are heated massage chairs, so you can just get cozy.
Man, how long's the session?
About an hour.
What?
Yep, it's perfect.
I'm in. That's a good lunch.
Yeah, it's a perfect lunchtime treatment.
So what else do we need to get out about Infuse today that we haven't touched on?
I think that's it. I have a great, passionate team, and we're just so excited to share it with the rest of the community. We already have some great clientele, but we're always looking to expand.
And where's the new location?
So the new location is at 104 South Buchanan Street in downtown Edwardsville. If you know where Wasabi Sushi is, we're actually right between Wasabi and Subway.
I'll see you soon.
Super easy to find.
I'll see you soon. I'm serious. This is wonderful. You can learn more by going to infusewellness.com. We will link everything on a write-up on RiverBender.com. Jen, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Thursday morning, right after this, on this brutally hot day of 9 degrees. Oh, next.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grabs like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree.
Welcome back, Sydney.
How are you, CJ?
You know, I'm rolling. We're getting through it.
Well, we just said the sun is shining, so that means it's a good day. So that's
it is a great day. That's 100% right. Well, I had a meeting. Oh man, Renee, I will call you back. I had a meeting at 9:30, and then I took the break, and then my meeting didn't answer. So now my meeting's now.
Oh no.
But we'll just have to do that in a tape segment later on in the show. With that being said, what'd you write about this? What'd you write about this week?
Well, it's Tuesday, so I'll be honest with you. I haven't written a blog yet this week.
What'd you write last week? Because I didn't have you on the show.
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks, I wrote about turning 25 because I'm ancient
that's
now.
right. You didn't come on whenever you talk. Yeah, that's right.
It's been busy, but yeah. So I wrote about that, and I wrote about what I got for my birthday from my grandmother and how I'm becoming her because
What'd you get?
She gifted me a bird feeder, and I know you're thinking, okay, 25 going on 85, but I stand by this. This is the best gift ever. This is so exciting. It's a soot cake feeder and a hummingbird feeder, which means that I can do both seasons.
Wait, so what did you say first?
Okay, so
what the hell is a soot cake?
So a soot cake feeder
is a suit?
Yes, suet is how it's spelled. I think you pronounce it soot cake.
I thought so. It's
I hope
it is. You're right. I thought
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard of this.
I might be wrong. I don't know.
Look.
I just know
Do you
what
have a
my
photo
grandmother
of this?
says. So yeah, I do actually. It's pulled up on the blog.
I will pull up your blog.
But yeah, so basically, it's a feeder for the birds in wintertime where they can come and they can eat the soot cake. And so that's exciting. And then the hummingbird feeder for the summertime, which, everyone knows what a hummingbird feeder looks like. So that's exciting. That's what it looks like. It's just like a little cage, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get this.
And yeah, the birds come and they perch on the feeder and they eat the seeds that are in the cage,
basically. So how does the hummingbird feeder part come in?
So the hummingbird feeder in the the summertime, that's a different feeder. It's
okay. I thought you had a combined one.
No, that would be cool.
I don't think that's what I was picking up.
I should have clarified.
I get this. See, I like this stuff.
No, it's very cool. So yeah, the hummingbird feeder, you put the sugar water in, right? And then the hummingbirds come. And so this is exciting because this is the first time my house will have a bird feeder. So we've never had a bird feeder before. So we're going to be the stop for the birds to come by and see what's going on. And I can tell you're laughing at me.
I'm not laughing.
And that's okay because I'm so excited.
I'm not laughing. We have, my mom's a big hummingbird person. My aunt does the hummingbird and the bird bird suit.
Yeah.
And they also do the seeds. But, see, you have the neighbor. I'm just going back to I'm not on a rant about this groundhog, but I'm still on a rant about it. I've told you about this, right?
You've suffered.
I'm going to put this sucker down. I'm just going to be honest with you. I shouldn't say that on the show because whenever they find out this thing's missing, they're going to know who did it. But it started, I'm blaming the bird seed because it's just right there on the ground. And
you might be onto something.
But you have a more ruralized area in which you live.
It is rural, yeah. No, it's definitely...
It's meant for bird feed.
It's a safe space for the birds.
That way, if the groundhogs come, they aren't ruining CJ's yard. Yeah. There's no hills and divots getting formed and craters.
That's a good point. No, this is a place that is
designed
for birds.
It is designed for birds. I mean, you could not have a better setup for this.
Calling all birds to come because this is the chance to come and enjoy. So I'm really excited. I know this seems so silly, but it really just reiterated to me that I am becoming my grandmother because she gifted me this stuff, and I'm like, wow, I am ancient. No offense to my grandma, but I feel like I'm growing up.
Oh my God, Sid, that is like a CJ line right there.
I know, that was my bad. That was my bad. But I'm 25 going on 85.
I am glad that it's you. Oh my God, I'm rubbing off on you. No, I love this.
I know I forgot how to do it.
We're doing this. So this is great. So you got a bird feeder. But honestly, I kind of like it. So do you normally get birds? Are birds of presence in your home?
And so we
do you have a presence of birds?
A presence of birds, yeah. So we, it's rural, right? So there are birds
so you
around.
Should get birds,
which is nice. But yeah, they've never had, I believe.
Do they ever sit in your yard or anything?
Yeah, sometimes. And I have cats, so the cats are always watching. So that's
now. What are your cats gonna do with this? Is it gonna be like a live show or torture?
Yeah, they're gonna freak out.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
They're gonna.
It's gonna be so fun. They're gonna enjoy it so much, I think.
Now, what if they're like mentally anguished?
Tortured?
Yes,
well,
because it's like it's right there, but.
I will actually feel pretty bad about that. I don't know. It could go one of two ways. They could either love it, like here's a movie for them, or it could be torture.
They're
I don't
trying
know.
to get the birds the whole time.
Yeah, I'll say I don't know how much you know about cats. Like,
0.
Okay, well, cats are wild, and that they will watch the birds, and they'll make this little like clicking noise when they see the birds outside.
It's hunting sounds.
Yeah, exactly. They're ready.
hunting,
They're
yes.
gonna pounce. So yeah, they already do that with the birds outside. So I don't know if they're gonna freak out or if they're gonna love it, but I'm excited for them.
You know, I've always heard that when the cat flicks the tail, that's not a sign of playing.
Yeah, they get that's kind of a sign that they're about to pounce.
About
they're
to get
ready
aggressive on
yeah.
you. Yeah.
No, and cats don't. At least I think most house cats aren't really that aggressive. But
Well, I'm talking about big cats. We're talking tigers here.
Big
Have you
cats.
ever seen that? Like they'll put the little baby up to the glass at the zoo, and how cute! Look at this 13-foot tiger that's just right there. And then they're like, "Oh, look, it's trying to play because its tail's wagging." No, it's literally hunting your child. It is hunting your newborn.
I don't think when I have a child, I don't think I'll do that because that scares me. What if the glass fails? I don't know.
Did
like
you
cats,
see the darn crocodile exhibit they got?
No.
There was a video of it all over. But you go in this tunnel, and it's no, this is an alligator. I mean, these are crocodiles, and they're biting on the glass as you're crawling.
No, thank
you.
I'm
no
not that
way. I
brave.
have seen Lake Placid a time or two, and I am not going to do that.
I am not that brave. I'm not feeling that.
But
so
you are
shout
brave
out.
enough for a bird feeder.
You know what? Look at me go. I've made it to a bird feeder. I believe that the birds know too, so they migrate, right? And
They
so
talk.
They
Birds
do
do
talk.
talk.
I believe they know which houses to come back to, so this is going to be new. We're going to be a fresh stop on the bird feeder route for these birds. So I'm excited for them to discover the bird feeder and engage with it that way. I know this sounds so silly, but honestly though, watching birds with my grandparents has always just been what we do. We sit at their kitchen table and they have a bird feeder out and we drink coffee and we watch the birds. So it's very fun. So to me, I'll always think of them when I'm doing this or when I have a bird feeder out or that kind of thing. So it's very it's silly, but it's
It's
sentimental
cool.
too.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't not the old thing. I don't care less because I don't go anywhere. I get you. I like it. I really do. And it's kind of cool. I mean, you get some peace of mind, and you always will have that because it's going to last. I mean, that's a solid piece of bird feeder.
That's a solid piece of equipment right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's
a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. No, I'm excited. No, and it's very sweet. My grandmother, in giving me these bird feeders and talking to me about it, she also pulled out an old falling apart bird watching book, and she gave it to me, and she said, "Here, take this home, look at it, see, you'll start to recognize the birds." And it was very sweet and sentimental, and I was like, wow, this is really wonderful that I've been gifted this bird watching book, and now maybe this is a new hobby for me. I don't know, maybe I'll start bird watching.
It's better than drugs.
It's better than drugs. That's my tagline. It's whatever I do.
I honestly think it's
better
cool.
than
What the
drugs.
hell? I mean,
Yeah.
why not? At least you'll know some animal, some of your backyard wildlife and all that. I like it. I think it's cool.
I like it. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
in.
kind of silly,
in.
but it's kind of fun.
Not silly.
Yeah.
I think it's a great gift.
I think it's
awesome. So how... Jinx.
Look at us go.
I would also like to know how your overall birthday went.
Oh, thank you for asking. It was very nice.
That's
it
your
was
one
very
nice
chill.
question of the year.
Yeah, I appreciate that. my one kind moment. No, it was very nice. Nothing to report. It was very low key. So I turned 25 on Valentine's Day, which is kind of fun. You're out of trash, huh? They're out of trash can space.
No, I thought you meant what I was drinking. You're out of trash.
No, I can't complain.
Which
I
is
can't
fair.
make fun of you for the energy drinks because I'm drinking
I thought
one
I brought
up
my
there.
energy drink downstairs.
Oh no! Well, I'm drinking one
Unless
upstairs
I threw away
too,
the
so.
wrong one. That could happen.
That's unfortunate. I'm impressed that you can drink multiple of those because I drink one of them and I'm kind of hyper, but shout out to you.
I'm telling you, I think that's how I get through the day.
Yeah.
I truly think that if I didn't have that I'd probably have a mental collapse.
No, and that's fair.
Worse
though.
than the fall of Rome.
That's saying something. Do you remember the era that we had where I was gonna quit caffeine?
Hey, I don't want to talk about that today. Let's not talk about our shortcomings.
Yeah.
We tried. We are ultimate
We gave
triers.
it a shot. Yeah.
And I'm going to try again.
Yeah.
It's just,
good for you.
I think I need another excuse to hold off.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, it's just better to say, well, because of this, I can't do this.
That's a
than
good
just
point.
to say, well, I'm not going to do this yet. So I just keep saying, well, it's because of X, Y, and Z. I'm still drinking 8,000 milligrams of caffeine a week.
No, that's very fair. There
Yeah.
has to be a reason. So I get that. Lynn, I don't know. Lynn's coming up. Good for you if you decide to do that. Couldn't be me, but I need my caffeine.
I don't need it if I have a regular sleep schedule.
That's good.
It's my fault. And it's not like I just can't fall asleep. I just stay up watching like weird YouTube documentaries. I don't know why.
What's your most recent YouTube documentary that you've been watching?
Well, I watched one last night. Actually, I watch them all the time. It's like the real crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that? So I watched one about the gas scam with last night with Michael Friend.
That's interesting.
That was pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out. I'm always looking for
But
something
you know what's
new.
weird? I have to have my TV on too.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's just the era that we're in right now.
Why do I have to have my TV on if
Yeah.
I'm not watching my TV when I go to bed? I have my phone playing a YouTube video.
No, that's the era we're in right now. We need multiple screens or multiple forms of entertainment going at all times, and I'm the same way, and it's horrible. What's wrong with us?
But I can barely hear the YouTube documentary because I got the TV on. Anyway, how was your birthday? What'd you do?
It was nice. Yeah, so it was Valentine's Day, so I didn't go out or anything because that's just too hectic. That's too crazy.
A lot going on.
So I stayed home, but I just chilled, honestly. I just took it easy. I know what you did for your birthday. It wasn't that long ago, but I did literally nothing, and it was nice.
I don't think I did much of nothing either. I stayed home.
And it's ideal.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
It's just so much better not to be, because it used to be whenever you worked nights, like I used to work night shift, so I didn't care at the radio station because you could drink after the show and then you'd be fine by the time 5 or 6 o'clock rolled around.
Wild, yeah.
Can't do that anymore because you don't feel good in the morning regardless.
Yeah, that sounds kind of, I don't know if I could handle that.
That's why I just think, the home thing is probably the best way to go.
That's good. And maybe that's a sign of me getting older too.
Have you put these bird feeders into action?
Not yet. That's the problem. So I got a shepherd's crook, right, from my grandmother,
Isn't
which
it a hook?
is shepherd's hook. I don't know.
I think it's a hook.
Okay, I believe you, but it's very long.
I hope so, because my whole childhood would be a lie.
Whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I don't know. Somebody write
just help
in and let us
for
know.
my
Yeah,
help me for my mental health today. I think
you're so right.
Okay,
thank you. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I got one of those, and so that's where you hang the bird feeder on, and I need to plant it still, so I haven't decided where I'm going to plant it.
Oh my God, you are right. This is not good.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Oh man.
Sorry to bring it up. That's rough.
Oh.
Well, on this beautiful sunny day, too.
I have called it a shepherd's hook forever. I bet you if it's me that there's like 90 other people that have called that out of 100.
90 other people.
Out of 100. Let me finish. Out of 100, I think 90% of us call it a shepherd. You're right though.
It's interchangeable.
Do you have to be right all the time?
I do. I do tend to be right. And
you do on the show.
Yeah.
On the show, you tend to normally.
No. I'm teasing. No, but I gotta. So I have the crook or the hook or whatever you want to call it. So I need to plant it still. So I need to figure out where to plant it though. I gotta find a window. I gotta choose a good place where it's not gonna completely destroy the yard, like you said. We got the groundhogs, whatever. So we got to figure it out. So we're getting there.
They're both.
Look at us.
They're dual. It's a dual use.
It's a good day. We're both right. Look at us go.
Look at that. Wow.
I'm proud of us.
We all learned something today.
Yeah, that's a good day for everybody. No, so
you haven't
exciting.
used it?
No, not yet. So I'll
have your
I'll
suit?
talk. I do have my suit, my
Your
whatever,
sut.
my.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I never
Switch.
have.
I
No,
don't know.
No, you were right.
You
were 100%. I can't pronounce it. I just never have been able to.
You get the point across.
You got it. I totally
we're on the
get
same
you.
page, so it's okay. But no, I have everything I need. I just need to plant the bird feeder. So once that actually happens, watch out, world. It's coming. It's going to be great. The birds are going to come to me. I'm excited about it. And I'm going to finally figure out what they are, too. I like to, here's a thought for you. I am somebody who, I don't really want to know about, space, for example, because that kind of ruins the mystery. If I learn about the stars and the planets and stuff, then that almost, takes away the, mystery and the beauty of it. And so I wonder if birds are the same way in that if I learn too much about birds, then they become less cool. Does that make sense at all?
Yes.
Thanks. That's nice of you to say.
I get it. I mean, I feel like you're missing the other side of that because you could start looking at these birds and become more fascinated by each species.
That's such a positive outlook.
I mean, that's what David had. I mean, he didn't look at one deer and go, oh, look at the deer in the backyard. It's eating the grass. BBC back after this. You know, I mean, he got fascinated. He's like, well, this deer only eats this type of grass. And this deer, well, it's just kind of a terrible deer.
You're so right. Terrible deer. No, you're so right. That's a great way to look at it.
I think you're going to get into this. You're going to be a bird connoisseur.
You're right. It's gonna be. I take it back. Where's
like
my
honestly,
optimism?
there's a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know much about local wildlife, but I do know that white-tailed deer could beat me up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean those things are vicious.
Those guys are mean. Yeah.
You know that's not good.
They're aggressive. You know how much damage that did to my car when I hit the deer hit me, but a deer and I collided a couple of months ago, and that was like. That was a pain.
Well, have you seen the videos of them beating the hell out of people? They just stand up on their hind legs and start swatting at them.
See, that's why I'm not trying to attract deer. That's why we're watching birds, because birds are like, I can handle
Now, what
birds.
happens if the deer start coming? You're going to get the whole kit and caboodle.
That's
the whole
true.
over the edge cast is going to be out there. You're even going to see a turtle with a bag of chips somewhere, you know?
That would be awesome. I'd watch that. No, I don't know. Once wildlife comes, maybe it's kind of like, what's the man's name who you just had on? The really great guy who talked about the great horned owls.
Mark Crenshaw.
Yeah, really great guy. Really interesting.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's like he said, like once you start learning about one aspect of nature, then you kind of get to learn about more of it too. So maybe it's going to be like that. I don't know. I'm excited.
What has your best moment of 25 been?
My best moment of 25
years old
so far. That is an interesting point. Well, I don't know. I'll say one interesting thing. So we talked about reading before and trying to get back into reading and stuff like that. I have not read anything this entire last 2 months of 2025 at all. I've maybe managed 2 pages. And then yesterday I read 100 pages of a book. So what's up with that? So my point is just being, I don't know what the point is, but it's wild how you can have one or the other.
Hold on. Wait, what did you just say? Reading a book?
Yeah. That's. Well,
I know I space out sometimes. You read a book?
Yeah, and I'd say that's a pretty good accomplishment for me so far. I've managed it.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me
No, sorry. I don't have anything all that interesting.
I haven't even read a book. You know what the last time I read a book was?
Let's hear it.
I think 2014.
It's been
I'll just be honest. Yeah. I haven't read a book since sophomore year of high school.
What was the book you read in sophomore year of high school?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, wasn't that a good one though? Speaking of birds, it all comes back around. Birds.
I love this. That's great. Yeah, I'm going to stick around.
For sure, yeah.
Take it a quick break. It's 10:26 on this Tuesday?
I don't know anymore.
Did you watch that committee of the whole last night? No. I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but you never see people get so animated. I mean, it was kind of, it was worth a watch.
Yeah, that's wild.
Before we take the break, I don't know what we're going to talk about when we come back, but
we'll figure it out.
I know that you were talking about your television shows at lunch yesterday, but this was one I kind of want to watch again and grab some popcorn.
I'll have to watch. No, I was at the school board meeting last night for Edwardsville, so I'll have to circle back.
Oh, there you go. Hey, with that being said, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with Sydney next.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com. Welcome back. 10:30. Sydney in the studio. I just ugly cried to Sydney during the break.
Sometimes you just need that. Sometimes it just it comes out. It's okay.
People used to get mad. I used to get mad when people say, oh, you have an attitude on you in the show. I really don't, because we do the show every day, so we got to be human. If I came on and networked it for you, which I do a lot. When I do talk about news and local guys, it's really just a straight walk.
Shot, yeah.
But I don't care when we're talking about ourselves here. I can be honest.
It's low key. That's kind of fun. I think that's kind of nice to be able to.
You guys have been writing a lot lately.
It's been busy. Well, and we always say if we're busy, that means there are good things happening in the community. So that's a good sign. Or bad things. Hopefully. Good things. But you've been busy too. You've had a lot of really interesting people on the show that I've been writing about.
So we'll be following Wood River a little bit more. Mayor Stahlcup going to come on the show talking about the TIF. And then, of course, we're going to have an opportunity for everyone else that wants to come on and talk about that. So it's going to be more and more busy.
That's awesome.
Talk about important things too. I went to Rotary yesterday. It was fun.
You've been busy.
Got to talk to the crowd. Had a good. That's why I don't have my binder of live reads today. I left it in the car.
Oh no!
Because I had my little write up in there.
Well, I'm sure you did amazing, so that's great. But no,
it was a 6 out of 10. I skipped a few lines. It wasn't my normal routine. I felt like I was. I felt like I read it wrong.
Well, I'm sure you did great. You're good at public speaking.
Yeah,
though.
but it was not a good CJ day. It was it would be good for
me.
It was it would be good for it would be good for me, but I just I've left out some good lines. I was God damn, I forgot about that. No. I was gonna I knew some people there, so I was gonna kind of shout out the parade a little bit and all that, but and all the other things I do, I just forgot.
No, I get that. You stay busy though. It's hard to keep track of everything.
So what are you guys working on this week?
All kinds of things. Like I said, I'm keeping up with your interviews that you do. So how that works for anyone who's interested is you do interviews and then I listen to them and I write the story. So a lot of the times, not just me, but other people too. So that's kind of interesting. And the way we get to do that is I get to hear the people you talk to and some really fascinating guests that you have on, some great business spotlights and that kind of thing. So I always look forward to writing those and hearing about what else is happening in the community. So I'll be catching up on those this week too.
Thank you for doing those.
Yeah.
I can't write.
Well, I can't do this, so it all works out.
That's where the team kind of comes into play. And that's what we were talking about earlier with Lori. She was, I haven't tried her peach crumble.
That's where that came from.
Doesn't that look friggin' awesome?
Yeah.
I feel so, but my allergies, right before the show, I hate when people sneeze more than once. Like, it is, I mean, I swear it is on site. The moment I hear
That's so
two
funny.
sneezes, I don't know what, it's like a tick for me, and I'm just like a rabid Wolverine animal.
Wow, that's like saying something too.
I'm
'cause
telling you. Well, I had a sneezing attack that was like 10 sneezes and about,
That's
I thought I
rough.
was going to die. I've always heard that if you sneeze more than like, how many times? Have you
I don't
heard
know.
that?
No, I've never heard this before.
Like if you sneeze more than a couple of times that you die of a heart attack.
I've never
Or no,
heard
maybe
that
it's if you
before.
sneeze with your eyes open.
Oh, I have heard like
Yeah.
sneezing with your eyes open, or that kind of thing is just like bad for
Is
you.
it
I don't know if
tried?
that's
Is
true.
it bad that I tried to do that for workers' comp?
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
But anyway, so I had that start, and then by the time like Lori came on, I was so excited because she brought me this.
Yeah.
It just started draining on me. So I don't want to, ruin the experience. I want to have it fresh and
Yeah,
good.
no, I get that. So you got to circle back to that later
She makes
today.
dog treats now too, or
Oh,
always
that's
does.
so cool.
I get to stop by and grab Nico some. I think.
He'll like that. Homemade dog treats. That sounds really nice.
So 25. What'd you say you did? You stayed home?
I chilled. I watched
Any
my
friends
show.
stop by or give you any calls?
Yeah, my
or?
best friend came over, which was really
Cool.
fun, and we just honestly just chilled. It was nice. So I highly recommend just doing nothing on your birthday.
Well, I agree with that.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Any big pertinent work items at hand?
Big pertinent work items. We'll see. This week is busy. So we have yesterday I had the Edwardsville School Board meeting.
Yeah, how'd that go?
That was good. Interesting. Going on. Story forthcoming in the next 10 minutes or so. As soon as I get back upstairs. And then
Stay tuned.
And then tomorrow's What's Up Downtown, which is the quarterly information exchange. Today's Tuesday, yep. So tomorrow. And tonight, for anyone who's interested, is the coffee with the candidates that they're going to have at the YWCA. So that'll be
yeah.
interesting too.
That will be very interesting.
That'll be fun. And then on Thursday is the school board candidates meeting for the Alton School Board at the YWCA. So it's a busy week, actually.
It really is. You know what's, we have, hold on here. It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
So we officially have 1, 2, 3, 4. We are 5 weeks away from Election Day.
That's wild. Time flies.
And you know that yours truly will be here. What I'm trying to do, so just so everyone knows, I just want to get this out there. I will be sending out today an invitation for every candidate one last time.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it 2 weeks before the election because I don't want... You never know what happens the week before an election, and I don't want. Well, you don't want to have someone come on at the last second and say something that someone wants to respond, and then it becomes a whole. So 2 weeks, I think, is my cutoff.
That's awesome.
The second week before, so like the week of the 17th, we'll do them all. We'll do Godfrey, Alton, Wood River.
That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. It'll be great to get everybody on one last time to talk about their platforms.
Just be a week of politics.
Absolutely.
I know people are going to be like, come on, see it. But it's important to know
It's important
everybody.
to know what's going on. And that's what we always talk about that too, is just these local elections is your chance to really affect change and get to know people. And
Well, it's kind of bummed because like everyone got an invite and I've only, had 2 on so far, the mayors, and then, the aldermen, I've reached out and we have them getting scheduled, but it's still, I would like to have more of those.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So,
to get
not a
everybody
slide.
engaged.
It's just, I think everyone's nervous about interviews.
No, and I get that
Totally.
too.
Like it's not
nerve-wracking.
I'm not arguing. It's not a slight because it's like, well, what is he going to say to me? And because I'm not going to give you any questions.
Yeah.
It's just, it's interesting.
That's interesting. It's
a
I interview
two-pronged
people
approach.
a lot too.
Yeah.
So we both. We know these things. I don't interview people in front of a camera, so that's like, shout out to you for doing that. But no, I interview people a lot too. And I think that's something that people get very nervous about is just interviews. I think
it's a lot worse for what you're doing because we don't get to see the raw recording very much. For me, they can go back and they can say CJ took this out of context.
That's true.
Like for you, it's a little tougher for you. Like I'm not patronizing you because it's literally you guys' conversation.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, and I think it's just remembering that in the end it is just a conversation. And I try to be very little behind the scenes look. I try to be very chill about the whole thing. So just having a conversation.
I've heard her on the phone. Look, don't you ever fucking lie to me again.
Yeah, that's me. You know me. I'm very intense. But
you're gonna say this in this article.
I doctor my quotes. No, but don't take that out of context.
No,
that was a joke.
We're gonna save that.
Yeah, that'll be what plays on the Facebook page.
That's for the blog talk intro.
I look forward to it. No,
but it is tough for. I mean, it's a fine line of like the two, because it's like you don't want it to come off as you're being biased or you're on the other person's side of any interview. It's like you don't want to come off as a bad interviewer or a bad person because of like just an answer.
No, and absolutely not. And I think just remembering that it's just a conversation. It's low key. We're just having to talk about things that you're passionate about. And that's my favorite interview too, is people who are passionate about what we're talking about. So a lot of people that I get to talk to are very engaged with the organization or the business or the issue that they're involved in. And it's so interesting just talking to people about what they care about. So that's what I love about this job, is just getting to talk to a lot of people who have a lot of passion for what they do. So honestly, yeah, that's my little plug for like, if you ever want to talk to me, just give me a call and we'll have an interview and it'll be great.
That sounds good. Well, and Sydney is good at giving interviews.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Likewise, obviously.
Yeah, about 50%, I think.
No, you got
I got
this.
some. For every one of my good ones, I got 10 bad ones.
No, that's not true.
With that being said, Sydney, you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll talk again soon.
I look forward to it.
I'm going to ugly cry at 12.
Well, you know what? We can do it together. It'll be okay.
At 10:40, we'll take a quick break. Tuesday morning. Drinking too many energy drinks. I'm getting a little twitch there.
That's a little nerve-wracking.
Sign of a stroke.
A little too much energy. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Thank God I'm on camera just in case something happens,
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it just to make sure your stream's good. Yeah,
I appreciate the medical concern.
I got you.
More after this.
Hey,
maybe.
Did you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Turn us on, when you were gone, I turned us on. Turn us on, when you're coming home, I can't go on. Turn us on, when you were gone, I turned to stone.
10:43, a little bit of bottom of the hour news. Wanted to make sure we got these news briefs out to you. Here's what you need to know. A busy day and evening for the news staff and really doing some great work. A fatal accident occurred early Sunday morning at the Homestead Rest area along northbound Interstate 55 near Hamel, and it involved a pedestrian and a Ford F-150 truck pulling a trailer. Illinois State Police Troop 8 responded to the scene at approximately 2:29 a.m. Reports indicate that a 66-year-old male pedestrian from Oklahoma was standing outside the F-150 working on this vehicle when it began to move forward, striking him. Emergency responders pronounced the man deceased at the scene. The investigation is ongoing with no further information currently available. Also in the news today, Bryce Andrews found guilty on all 8 charges related to the brutal homicides of his adopted father and his adopted father's husband. Judge Neil Schroeder delivered the verdict on February the 24th yesterday. After a trial focused on the tragic events that unfolded on February the 1st, 2021, Andrews faced serious charges, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. While the judge recognized Andrews' mental health issues, this determination will not influence the upcoming sentencing, which carries a mandatory life sentence due to the dual convictions. Prosecutors emphasize the betrayal of love shown to Andrews while the community mourns the loss of Robert and Leonard. And also in the news today, a 21-year-old man from Jerseyville, Trevor Gettings, faces multiple charges after allegedly attacking 2 individuals, including an elderly person, on February the 19th. Gettings charged with aggravated battery and domestic battery following the incident where he reportedly struck a 60-year-old victim multiple times in the head and body. Additionally, he is accused of hitting another victim in the face. A petition filed to deny his pretrial release due to a history of domestic violence and substance abuse, citing an escalation in his violent behavior. Gettings remains in custody. Finally, in the news today, on February the 24th, last night, the Alton Committee of the Whole postponed a vote on negotiating a $27 million mixed income rental housing project known as Lovejoy Project after public feedback and discussion. Alderman for the 7th Ward, David Gann, proposed referring the resolution to the city's Plan Commission for further evaluation. Development firm McCormack, Barron, Salazar clarified what they call misconceptions surrounding the project and emphasized that 90% of the 70 units would be market rate, with rents starting from $790 a month to $160 a month. Critics, including mayoral candidate Brant Walker, expressed concerns over Alton's rental housing and project timing. No funding was allocated in this resolution, which, again, is going to be sent to the City Plan Commission for further evaluation. That happened last night, and the full recording of that, along with the public comments and that full committee of the whole hearing meeting, is on RiverBender.com/video in the government section. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. At 10:46, Chocolate Fun Crawl is happening in Edwardsville this weekend, and I want you to learn more about it, so let's take you there now.
To Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time. Maybe
I don't know. I kind of feel like melodies when I hear chocolate. You know, I don't know why. I don't know. We got Kathy and James in the studio. Chocolate Fun Crawl. Say that one 4 times fast. I'm getting it now, though.
There you go.
You should have heard me this morning. I brutally botched it. I just gave up. I just hit pass and moved forward.
Stop at the Choco. Stop at the Choco.
So with that being said, this is coming down the pipeline quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What day?
Week out.
What day?
Next Saturday, March 1st.
Man, It's great that we're at March. It's great that we're at March.
Yes.
Before we dive into the event, how has just life at Edwardsville been? Because I just stay up to date with the news and just some of the things that we're reading. It seems like you guys are always busy within the city.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd say we're a truly vibrant, growing community. It's a lot of fun to work at the city with the people at the city.
Absolutely.
We get to collaborate on many different types of events.
So many fun things,
Yeah.
amazing parks and amazing organizations, and yeah, it's a wonderful place and so much history too.
Yeah, well, it seems like there's really a lot of family-friendly activities, like the Shakespeare in the Park. That was a couple. That was really cool, and like the art fair. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, there's so many cool.
The criteria.
Yeah,
you could go on and on and on.
Keep going. My favorite's still the crawling around the Christmas tree bar crawl. I thought that was a very creative event. I thought that was wonderful. But with that being said, the family fun continues on March the 1st, and this is kind of an all-day long fair, correct?
Oh yes, absolutely. It is going to. The neat thing about this is it really depends on where you go and what you want to do. There is something for everyone, and it's for all hours. I mean, we've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The original is going to be at 10:30 in the morning at the Wildie. We've got businesses that are, of course, open into the evening. They're going to offer some really, really cool things. So there's something for everyone. You can make a whole marathon of it.
Did it take any time to get these businesses on board?
You know what? The way we've been moving, this has been fast.
That's what I was wondering.
It was almost immediate response to this.
Wow. Yes, chocolate. That was all we had to say. Chocolate.
What was the idea behind this?
We have been tossing around ideas for a while now of how we can maybe better collaborate with some of our businesses.
Absolutely.
We get asked many questions about promotional type things, and we said, we came up with this idea. Well, what if we do something with the business? What if we put an idea out there, such as Chocolate Fun?
And then partner by providing activities at our own places. We're going to have a special skate at the RP Lumber Center.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, free hot cocoa for every paid or member admission, and some fun games. Like I said, the Wildie. The library is going to have some fun activities and hand out scratch and sniff bookmarks. The Benjamin Stevenson House is going to do old-time chocolate puffs and old-time hot cocoa and have samples of those. The Edwardsville Children's Museum is going to have sensory bins, and they're going to have scavenger hunts and everything. I mean, it has been wonderful. I'm not surprised at all, but it's been wonderful how many businesses and organizations have jumped on board with this. It's fabulous.
Well, and it's also a great way to show the diversity of your business portfolio too. I mean, it's so many times because obviously I'm in Alton, but we go up to Edwardsville and we see the mainstays or the staples, as I call them, but you don't realize all these really hardworking small business owners that are just kicking butt and taking names right now.
Absolutely,
it's so cool.
And especially right now, we're just get past the holidays. It's kind of a hard time. You never know what the weather's going to be like, and of course we know January and this past week has been awful. I mean, it's been a week with below freezing temperatures. So yeah, we just thought let's do something fun. So it was kind of a challenge we threw out there. We said, hey, invitation and a challenge. What can you do? And my goodness, the responses have been so creative.
I think I'd even jump on. You hit a point there. The diversity in the business.
Right.
It's not just a food type of business.
Right.
We're seeing the gamut of businesses sign on to this with different offerings, which has been exciting for us to watch.
It's exciting to kind of see too, because the more each city or village or what have you is successful in bringing in more diversity instead of competing. I mean, that's what really makes a region succeed, and that's a broader point. Now, with that, what are the business owners talking about? Because to me, I'd be excited, especially in February, to do a big community event. That's got to help a lot of bottom lines right now.
Yeah, I think traditionally, just looking at January, February, first quarter. It can be slower for some businesses, but this is there's been a lot of positive feedback on this from the businesses. They've talked to us, they've expressed great interest, excitement, they're jumping on board, and to be honest, we've sort of promoted it, but our businesses are sharing this.
They're the one,
It's getting out there on their social media posts and everything.
Well, what was cool is like XO, who is in it, they're doing some cool work up there. They're sponsored RiverBender, so they even had their own thing just to let people know that, hey, the Chocolate Fun Crawl is coming up on March the 1st, and we're going to be a part of it. And it's just things like that where, like you said, the supplemental advertising and marketing of, hey, here's what we're doing as a community. That's really unique.
Exactly. They do what the businesses and the organizations, they do what they do so well, so incredibly well, and we try to do what we do well. And so we thought, hey, let's just let everybody kind of go with it and see where it takes us.
Well, and with that being said, in case you guys were kind of going, CJ, what's the business's list? It's kind of long. Like, I'm not trying to be lazy today, but I mean, look at this novel they got on their website here. You can see it by just going to City of Edwardsville, and you can click on the Chocolate Fun Crawl page, but there you go. There's the scroll through, and it's like the Green Mile. It just don't end, you know?
The Chocolate Mile, thank you.
That's right. Oh, look at you. Wow. So with that, on my own show, Captain.
Want me to take her out?
Yeah.
Take her out.
You guys got a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
I got to take my last break of the week here. You know, before I do that, let me fill you in on Carver's Barbecue. They're truly the best. Award-winning barbecue when you need it most. Oh, and they got slot machines, so you can hit the jackpot while you're eating a brisket burger. Come on. That's kind of the commercial in itself. Hey, you got an Easter event coming down the pipeline or that big family gathering? Carver's caters. Why are you stressing out? My family, oh man, we'd have to get out of the house for 2 days whenever there was a holiday because they were starting to cook and get out of there. Now we don't have to. We just call Carver's. They do it for us when we call 618-467-9999 or go to carversbbq.com.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
11:04, pushing it past the showtime, but you know what? When you're sitting in this seat, you can do it. Until I get fired in a couple. Welcome back. We're with the City of Edwards. We'll talk a lot of fun crawl. Coming up on March it is crazy to think March the 1st is next week.
We're here
I like
for
that.
it.
January
Yes,
takes
yes,
3
yes.
years to get through, but we're finally here to March. And so, once again, this is an all-day long event, and it kind of starts, what time do you kind of, like a normal business hour, still like 9 o'clock, start to get active a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, it really depends on, where you want to go and what you want to do. So we definitely encourage folks to check out the list of who's participating and then go check out either social media feed or the website to see when they're going to be open. But yeah, that's the beauty of it is if you're free in the morning, you can go. If you're free at noon, you can go. If you're free in the evening, there's going to be something going on. It's really, really very, very
Just go
wide.
when you can go.
Yes,
It's
please.
literally that easy of an
Yes.
event. It just stress-free. It's chocolate.
Yes,
There's
yes.
nothing to be angry about here.
No.
What are with that being said, I saw a couple of videos that kind of spotlighted a few businesses, and take me through that because that's so important, and especially in this day and age, I get so angry during election season because we get so in our feelings and in our corners about who we want to work with that we showcase some pretty bad vibes to the rest of the world that maybe wants to invest in specific towns, and what I think's so cool is that I haven't seen that in Edwardsville. It's just been really kind of nice. There's been a lot of positive videos about businesses going on from the city, and it's the positive spotlights that bring growth. It's not the negative back and forth. It's these really cool things like the videos.
So the mayor championed the Spotlight Edwardsville program in general, and he tasked some staff members to kind of create a program that could help champion and support businesses and just highlight maybe some of the staples that have been in Edwardsville and kind of makes Edwardsville that special place, that charming place that we want it to be. So that it was really Mayor Rizavi's idea. He said, hey, I want to do this. And then he gives it to the staff. Let's do it.
Can I say something just to get it off my chest? The mayor's not here. I have said his last name every way possible. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say it. I'm so glad to hear the name in person now because I have said Rizavi, I've said, any way you can think of. I'm glad I can apologize to the city officially today on this show.
There you
go. What's great about Mayor Rizavi is he's also a small business owner.
That's really cool. I like that.
It brings that unique aspect to your town. When the leader knows maybe the challenges and everything you go through as a small business owner, he can relate and he can come up with ideas.
That's so cool. Well, and now where can we see these spotlight videos?
You can find them in a number of different places. We showcase them on our Facebook page, and we have them on our website, and we also have them on our YouTube channel. So we've got many, many places you can go. And the nice thing about our website is if you go there, you can also nominate.
It's a nomination process.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And we do organizations and things too. So it's just a wonderful way to really raise awareness about some of the things that are going on and some of the folks who have invested in our community and are there.
I love it. Is there anything else to talk about for right now? Anything else coming down the pipe?
Chocolate.
March 1st.
Yeah.
March 1st, all day long. And you can literally find something at almost every business, I'm pretty sure. You got a big list. And you can see that full list online at the City of Edwardsville's website. You can also check out area businesses that are participating's Facebook page is the City of Edwardsville's Facebook page, and stay up to date on all of that. We'd love to have you guys back in. We got to set up an interview with the mayor. Give him some spotlight.
Yes.
That'd be great. And I got to finally apologize in person.
There you go.
We're out of time today. I'll see you back here on Monday. Have a good weekend. Go enjoy what will feel like 90 degrees on Sunday. And try your best, as always, to stay out of jail.
He once knew. Oh, yes, he did. He said he would.